You know what, man? You could just buzz cut it off.
Yeah.
You know, like how like some dads have that bald spot right here.
Yeah.
I want the exact thing.
Perfect.
Exact same thing, bro.
Yeah, I think you can pull it off. So one on the sides, just texture at the top, a little bit shorter in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
What's up, everybody? Today we're doing a faux hawk haircut. We are going to start with a number 2 guard, lever all the way closed, and we are going to bring the line above the ear and around the back of the ear, close to the neck, but make sure you keep it wide enough to blend in so it doesn't become too narrow. First, we remove the weight. Now we begin our fade. We put our number 1 guard on, lever closed. We go up about midway, and we take that line consistent all the way to the back. Make sure you stay close to behind the ear so you do not make the fade way too narrow in the back. Next, we throw our 1.5 guard on, lever all the way closed, and go up another 1/2 inch. Next, we go back to our number 1 guard, lever open, and we go up, staying under the 1.5, going just above the number 1 that we did previously, and we're going to use the corner of our clipper to lighten that line up, and we are going to play with the lever, moving it up and down to make sure we get a nice consistent blend. Next, we have our number 2 guard, lever open, and we're going up. As you can see, I'm kind of just going up and out. I'm not really going into the top because I do not want to take it too far in. We are just trying to remove the weight and blend into the top while still keeping it wide. We used our number 3 guard just a little bit, but now we're about to do a little clipper over comb to make sure it blends in nicely. You want to make sure to discuss with the client how you want the back to be. Some people like it to be in a V shape, some just like to round it out, and some just want you to follow like the natural hairline the way it is. So make sure to discuss that with your client. With his, we basically rounded it out. We brought the corners in quite a bit to give it like kind of a V shape, but we weren't cutting in to make the V shape super defined. We just kind of went with like his natural hairline mostly. With the first side being done, we're going to move over to the opposite side. Now, usually when doing a mohawk, faux hawk, the best way to do it, or the easiest way I should say for beginners especially, is to create your first line on both sides first. Don't just do it on one side and then begin the fade. Create it on both sides so that way you know you're symmetrical and your fade is coming in correctly on both sides to make sure the mohawk is even on both sides. That is the easiest way to do it. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for 11 years, so I pretty much know what I'm doing when it comes to just fading one side first and then moving on to the next. But this is just a good tip for you guys, for any new barbers out there or beginners or anybody that just wants to try to do a mohawk in general. That's a great tip to know when trying to do a mohawk haircut on someone, is to create your first line on both sides first to make sure it is symmetrical, and then begin the fade on one side, finish that out, and then move on to the other. Once you've repeated the same steps on the other side and the fade is all done, we're going to move over to the top. He does not want to take much length off at all, so we're just going to blend in the sides into the fade, and then we are going to just texturize the top so he has some texture in there, but he does not want to take much length off except for on the back. So we will take a little bit of texture, we will do a little bit of texture on the top, we will take a tiny bit of length off the back, and then we will style it at the end. The product we are using is powder clay, so we want to make sure the hair is very dry. That gives it a nice hold, and that's how you usually want to put in powder pomade. If this video was helpful in any way, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys in the next video.